Hi everybody! So today let's work with the bladder. I got my ball, get your ball, and bladder, what? Why should I be working with my bladder? Can I hurt myself? Well, no, this is going to be extremely helpful. And a lot of people suffer from urgency, frequency, burning, problems with the bladder. It's hard to hold the pee in. It's really common. If you're one of those people, don't feel like you are alone. We see that all the time, and it is a touchy feely subject, and you may not even want to talk with your friends about it, but there's a lot you can do about it. So we're going to be treating the fascial system around your bladder. The bladder is a sac. It needs to be able to expand and contract easily. But imagine if the fascial system, the connective tissue around it, is all tied up and restricted and hard, it's going to be impeding that natural movement of the bladder. Soon enough, it just feels cramped in there, inside your pelvis. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be releasing the tightness around your bladder to allow it to have more space. So let's see. I'm going to be using the ball today. We can also use our fingers. So I'm going to show you first how I use my fingers, but then we're going to be working with the ball treatment around your pelvis. And let me point my camera here. So if you feel that hardness of the pubic bone with your fingers, you may want to use your fingers and sort of roll behind the pubic bone. So you're going right into your lower abdomen. If you're not in the right place, it's fine. But oftentimes when you press in here, you may feel a bit of a burning sensation. And we're not going to be talking about scar tissue today, but a lot of people have had surgeries. A lot of women have hysterectomies, C-sections, any sort of pelvic surgeries. For men, prostate surgeries, prostate cancer surgeries. So there's a lot of tension that can accumulate in around the pelvis, around deep in that lower abdominal area as well, from all the scar tissue trauma, but also life. So we're going to be working with that area to help your bladder. And so grab your ball, and again, I'm going to point my camera, and I'm going to be doing this with you today. So take your ball and sort of roll it around in the middle of your lower abdomen. And you may feel that hardness of the pubic bone here. So you're going to be right above it, okay? So we're going to be laying on the floor on the ball. And first, I just want you to kind of get a sense of the placement. So you see, I'm right in the middle. I'm not to the side, I'm right in the middle. And if I put my fingers a little deeper in there, I feel a bit of a burning, like I need to go to the restroom. So that is because I'm connecting with my bladder. And during this treatment, you may feel those sensations like, oh my God, I gotta run. But don't worry about it. It's just because we're going to be putting a little pressure into that area. So let's get on our bellies, right? And I'm going to do that with you today. So I'm going to just kind of hold the ball and allow myself to slowly roll onto it, right in that spot that I showed you. And just going to sort of roll around. Feel that pressure. I'm actually feeling quite a lot on my entire abdominal area. So I know I'm pretty tight in there, and this treatment is very good for me. I definitely need it. So I'm just starting on my forearms, not to put too much pressure yet. And I'm just rolling the ball just a little bit around in that central area above my pubic bone, right in the pelvis. And as I'm rolling, I'm going to slowly allow myself to just start to lower down on the ball. You may want to make sure that you regulate the pressure of the ball. You may want to take out some air just to start with so that it's not too hard. But if you feel like you can take more pressure, use your bike pump, put some more air in your ball. Make sure you really adjust the amount of pressure to what your body needs. You don't want to go into pain or tightening or resistance, but you also want to feel something. Okay, so just finding that sweet spot, and everybody will be different. There is no perfect measurement of how much pressure you need to put into your tight areas in the fascia. So listen to yourself, develop that sense of how much pressure is actually beneficial to me. It is a learning process, but the deeper you go into it, the more effective of a therapist you will be for yourself. So I'm just going to be slowly rolling deeper and deeper onto that ball and just softening, letting that movement go. And again, as with every other treatment on the ball, we're just going slow, taking deep breaths, allowing ourselves to soften, melt onto that pressure, and scanning our bodies, noticing where is that pressure going into. You may be going to your back, you may be going into your hips, you may feel that burning sensation on your bladder. So just allowing yourself to slowly sink into the pressure. And remember, we stay on everything for at least 5 minutes. Deeply breathing. Every breath in. Feeling the pressure. Every breath out, softening. Allowing everything to melt. I just felt like I needed to soften and relax my shoulders and my arms a little bit. And as you progress in this self-treatment, you may start feeling more and more pressure, more and more sensation, or you may actually feel things starting to melt and soften. All those tissues around your bladder. Imagine that web of fascia surrounding, protecting, holding your bladder. Imagine it softening, melting, letting go. Noticing all the sensation throughout your body. Where do I feel it? Is it going to my back or hips? Is it going to my neck? What am I experiencing? As you treat yourself, emotions may come up, sensations, past memories. With every place in our body, we can hold on to tension from the past. We allow it to come up. We allow it to become present to us. We allow it to become conscious. And as it does, it's very simple. You take a deep breath and allow everything to just let go. Release into the earth, softening. So after 5 minutes or more, as usual, we can slowly kind of turn into the side. Just making yourself comfortable here in the fetal position. Hello there. Yeah, that is bladder treatment. Remember to and Wonderful. Just gonna slowly sit up, making sure that we don't rush anything. As our fascia releases, we wanted to get some time to come back to neutral. I love to roll my hips around in circles, both directions, taking deep breaths, allowing energy to come back into my hips. So this is your bladder treatment for today. Go on and have fun with it. See you tomorrow.